On March 29th, I attended a memorial service here at the Soldiers' Monument, commemorating the Civil War Battle of Glorieta Pass, a pivotal piece of New Mexico's plotline in the story of the Civil War. This memorial service tradition dates back to 1867, after the Soldiers' Monument was built. But this gathering stopped during World War I when attention and young soldiers were turned towards remembering those dying overseas.
We've resurrected a tradition that was actually held from around the mid-1800s after the battle. Every year, the families and the city would come out. They would honor their soldiers. They would talk about the sacrifices that their family and their veterans have made.
In order to understand what they were commemorating here, I decided to come here, where Union and Confederate forces collided in March of 1862. After speaking to the very knowledgeable rangers at the Visitor Center, I was given a detailed history about the circumstances surrounding why the Confederates wanted to invade New Mexico in the first place. Ignoring the fact that Texas has long since been trying to claim New Mexico as its own, a Union naval blockade prevented the Confederacy from trading its slave-produced goods, crashing its economy. But Henry Hopkins Sibley, an Army colonel who resigned his post and pledged loyalty to the South, had an idea. He went to Confederate President Jefferson Davis and said,
"There's gold in them dar hills."
Colorado has gold mines. If they could fight up through New Mexico and capture Fort Union's weapons, food, and supplies, they could carry all the way to Colorado, then go west to California's unblockaded port facilities. Plus, bonus, New Mexico already has slavery, so we'll just dovetail our chattel slavery right into what's already going on. Easy plan, right? Wrong. When your war plans hinge on a single strategic objective on the other side of some Colorado mountain men, Hispanos, and the feds, it's not a very good plan. Anyway, after Union forces lose the battles of Valverde and Peralta early in the war, the Confederates did capture much of southern New Mexico territory, setting the stage for the events that took place here in Pecos National Forest, beginning with the Battle of Apache Canyon, when both sides discovered the enemies in the area, and ending with the Battle of Glorieta Pass. When studying the map of the battle, one could be confused as it looks like the Union is retreating, but it was a setup. The Union engaged with, then retreated from the Confederates to pull them into a bad situation. The Union was waiting with some serious anti-personnel firepower. The Confederates continued their strategic success of pushing the Union back, but the key tactical defeat that ends the entire westward campaign was what happened at Pigeon's Ranch, behind Confederate lines. You see, a company of Union soldiers sought to flank the Confederates but overshot their target, then stumbled into a poorly guarded Confederate supply camp. They burned it. 70 supply wagons. With nothing left, the Confederates started a slow crawl back to Santa Fe, then Albuquerque, then all the way back to Texas. And well, that's what this plinth and this other plinth is about. The Federal Army's defeat against the Confederates, because somebody missed their turn alongside today's I-25. But what about this plinth? The one that used to say some words on it which made the people of this land want to tear this monument down. Oh, we'll get into that in part 2.